The next element is the use in Far Cry 5 of the national symbol of the United States, the U.S. flag over which the main antagonist of the game, the cult leader, has spread his arms. Such an image cannot be just a random combination of elements, and there is evidence for that. Let's recall the words of Far Cry 5 creator Dan Hay, quoted in the first part, "The devil is in the details of this stuff," which he said in a joint interview with Rick Ross. Through the use of the national symbol, the U.S. flag, in the game, a reference is made to the seizure of power by the cult leader. A negative image is thus formed and reinforced by the accompanying plot elements of religious fanaticism, social control, and the cult of personality. The whole set of manipulative narratives that Rick Ross and his colleagues from Alexander Dworkin's sect have been using for decades in their practice. The U.S. flag, officially called Stars and Stripes, symbolizes the history, values, and unity of the United States of America. The 50 stars on the blue field in the upper left corner represent the 50 U.S. states. In Far Cry 5, however, this national symbol is deliberately altered. In some in-game visuals, it is clear that the stars on the blue portion of the flag are replaced with stylized crosses, the emblem of the Project at Eden's Gate cult, as in the image above. In other depictions, the stars remain, but the same main cult symbol is inserted at the center among them, as seen in the images below. Given that 50 stars symbolize the 50 states, replacing them with the cult's key sign suggests that every state has fallen under the control of the cult leader. Hence, we see a deliberate visual narrative using the U.S. national symbol in order to radicalize American patriotism, blending it with a distorted form of Christianity and militarism. This is evident in the visual elements and imagery embedded in the game, and aligns strikingly with the objectives of Alexander Dworkin's international totalitarian sect, which includes Rick Ross as an active member. The goals of this international sect include destabilization of the United States from within, destruction of American democracy, and maintaining conditions for a split among American citizens in order to create a conflict that will escalate to a civil war. More information about the true enemy of the United States, the country that is a stronghold of democracy and freedom in the world, was previously revealed on the website actfiles.org, particularly in the articles America is in Decline, Truth or Informational Indoctrination, and The Impact. Episode 1, What is Their Plan and Key Instrument? Video and text version, as well as in The Impact documentary. When analyzing symbols and images in Far Cry 5, it becomes obvious that all the elements in the game have been introduced consciously and purposefully. Thus, a question arises. Who was meant by the cult leader? It's not difficult to answer this question, especially if you consider the timeline of the development and release of Far Cry 5 and the accompanying events in the U.S. political arena. We're talking about the election of Donald Trump as President of the United States in the November 2016 elections,